besties, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, have an extremely exciting video for you today. We are starting Brimstone by Callie Hart, aka Fate and Alchemy #2, aka Quicksilver #2. First of all, can we talk about how beautiful this is? We are going to be starting that. Had a little bit of a disappointment just a moment ago because last night I was talking to one of my girly friends on Fable. We were discussing whether or not we thought that Brimstone was going to be available on Kindle Unlimited. And we came to the conclusion that A, Quicksilver is available on Kindle Unlimited, so that would only make sense. They're literally done by the same publisher. Secondly, when you Google, is Brimstone going to be available on Kindle Unlimited? It says yes. Yet, it is in fact not on Kindle Unlimited. It is $12 on top of the $30 you already spent on the hardcover and using an entire Audible credit for the audiobook. Are you joking? You guys need more money? That's crazy. I am honestly really pissed off about this because I do not want to be holding a 660-page hardcover for the foreseeable future while I read this book. I'm sure that it will be at some point. It's probably like a box office situation where they want to see how many people will just buy the book and read the book at first before they decide to put it on Kindle Unlimited to make all of the people who don't have access to the physical copy, they want to make them wait. Anyways, I'm going to start reading this book instead of ranting. Let's get reading. I also wanted to mention real quick that I did not reread Quicksilver because I only read it in September. It's a little bit too long of a book to reread this close together. What I did to prepare for Brimstone was I listened to a podcast last night that recapped basically everything that happened to Quicksilver, which was called the Enchanted Circle podcast. And it's like three best friends just yapping about books. And it was actually, first of all, really funny, but secondly, extremely informative. Though I wish I would have waited to listen to it until this morning so that it could be super duper fresh in my mind. It is what it is. I listened to it. I feel semi-prepared. So let's get into it. I am super nervous. I don't know why. I am just really nervous. So it is obviously later. It is very, very dark outside. It is almost 10 p.m. I was actually able to get through a pretty good chunk of the book today. Do you see how many tabs, bro? I've literally used almost 3 colors and I'm only 25% through the book. Yeah, so that's how things are going. My initial thoughts are that Callie Hart did that. She has made, so far, an absolutely amazing sequel of Quicksilver. I am absolutely devouring this. There's not been a single moment so far. And I'm, again, 25% in. I'm 158 pages in. Not a single time have I been bored that I wanted to fall asleep, which is really unusual for me, but it's just been wonderful. It's been so good, so much better than I thought it was gonna be. So much has happened already. Oh my god. It's actually killing me that I obviously am going to keep this spoiler free because not everyone is going to have access to this book immediately, especially with it not being on Kindle Unlimited, which I Googled again earlier. Yeah, it's exactly what I said it was, that like the publisher wants to see how many direct sales they can get at first. However, that means there's a lot of people who don't have access to this book right now. In any case, I should probably keep it spoiler free anyways, but just know, 25% in, absolutely loving it, absolutely devouring it. Can't wait to finish it, might take it into the bath. That's how good it is because I I literally don't want to stop reading it. I was talking to one of the girlies on Fable just recently because she mentioned that she was somehow able to get through 7 chapters while she was at work. And she was like, I don't even want to cook dinner. Like, I've got to go home and try and read as much of this as humanly possible before tomorrow. And she literally got pizza on the way home. And I was like, ugh, I wish I wasn't so broke, because I would have done the same thing. I had to literally pull myself out of the bed to go and make dinner and then eat dinner, which in total took like an hour. And now I'm like, give it back, give it back, give it back. I need my book back. I want to read my book right now. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. I think I'm gonna take a break from it and not bring it into the bath because I'm worried your girl's clumsy. Definitely don't think it's worth all that, but I hope to read a little bit more tonight. It's not typical. I don't get a lot of reading done at night, which is why I read all day during the day, because as soon as Ace is off work, yeah, the rest of my day just goes to him instead of reading. Even though I might be able to get away with it today because I've been a little bratty today and not happy, very hormonal. And he is very well aware right now that I, A, want to do nothing but read my book, and 2, just need to be left the fuck alone because I'm losing my mind. It's that time of the month. Maybe when he gets back from the gym, I will actually be able to continue reading my book because I wouldn't want to be around me right now either. So, anyways, I'm gonna go for now. I will get back to you guys in the morning. Hey guys, it is another new day. Please ignore my hair. I slept on it and this side literally looks like pine straw. It's so dry, and this side is like mostly cooperating. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm dyeing my hair later today because this ombre situation is not my favorite. I am going to be trying to finish Brimstone today. I am this much through it, so I only have like 25 to 30% left. I am on chapter 38, and as you can see, I am clearly loving this book. Let's get reading. Guys, it is obviously another day. I have since dyed my hair. As you can tell, it is right now the same color as my shirt, which is to be expected. I bought a color called brown black, which is exactly what I got, but it's still just very like, oh my god, your hair is black right now. It'll fade. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I am here with a reading update. I have since finished Brimstone. And though I have some thoughts, I obviously don't want to spoil anything. This is the second book in a series. Obviously, if this is not something that you've already read, you've not already read Quicksilver, etc., basically anything I say is going to be a spoiler. So, can't really say a whole lot about it. I will say, do you see how much I tabbed this book? There's so much more in the front than there is in the back. That's hilarious. Yeah, this is a lot of tabs. And I mean, to be fair, it was almost 700 pages, but like, she is annotated. I decided with this book, well, I guess I do this with other books as well. I was really writing in the margins on this one. Boy, what do I want to say about this book? Put on the camera and I just don't know what to say. 5 stars. That's all I have to say about it is 5 fucking stars. I loved Quicksilver when I read it. However, this book, way better than Quicksilver. Like, way better than Quicksilver. This book was insane. Start to finish, no slow parts, absolutely amazing. I will say, I am so glad that I did better with this book than I did with Quicksilver. If you haven't seen my Quicksilver reading vlog or watched I think it was my September wrap up, because I read it technically like the end of August, beginning of September. I really struggled with Quicksilver because it was my only second ever fantasy book. And if you've read it, you know, it's a little complex. There's a lot of characters, there's a lot of world building, and for it to be my second only fantasy ever, it was really intense. And there was a time, not where I wanted to DNF it. I literally had to put it down because it was just so intense that I was like, am I understanding any of this? Like, am I actually getting the story? But the people on Fable spoke at the time and told me, if you're really struggling with the book, switch to the audiobook or immersively read, which is what I ended up doing. I think I immersively read part of it, but then I just like completely switched over to the audiobook. I just made sure that like anytime I was listening to it, I was really listening to it. I wasn't like doing chores around the house or whatever. Like I was sitting, playing a game on my phone. I was locked in. I still feel like I missed some stuff, you know? And that's just audio processing issues for you. Just is what it is. So this time, I'm really glad that I immersively read this entire book, because basically after I immersively read, I don't remember if Quicksilver is what got me into immersive reading, but in any case, I started immersively reading a couple of months ago and haven't looked back since. It is still my favorite way to read because it really keeps me focused. It keeps me locked in. It prevents me from like getting caught up in my own head. And because like even when I'm reading in my own head, I'm like almost stuttering and like reading a lot slower, even though like I can read quickly, but like, I don't know, I get stuck on certain words or like I just stutter in my head, literally, like I'm reading out loud. I get distracted. And anyways, immersive reading has literally been a lifesaver. So I am so glad that I immersively read this, as well as took my time. I started this the day that it came out, which was the 18th, and I didn't finish it until the 28th. I think, yeah, 2 days ago. So I spent 10 days reading this book, given there were a few days in between there where I wasn't reading this book at all. But I really took my time. And something else that I think really helped is this is the first book that I've ever read in my book club on Fable. I only had 2 people reading it with me. But having those 2 girls in the club with me, reading this book alongside me, putting their thoughts, the things that they highlighted, their reactions to it the whole time, just really made this experience so much better. So I can't wait to do that with more books. Anyways, my thoughts are OMG. I can't believe how this ended. I can't wait to read book 3. Thank God it comes out next year and already has like a date and everything, because I literally can't wait. It's gonna be so good, and I don't think this is gonna be wrapped up in book 3. I feel like this is going to be a 4 to 6 book series if I had to take a gander. I have literally no idea. I don't know if Callie Hart has even mentioned how long this series is gonna be, but I have a really strong feeling it's not gonna be wrapped up in 3 books, which is fine. I love this. I love this so much. Easy 5 stars. Sorry, I had to shift things because I just went through and edited this entire vlog, got to the end clip and realized that my outro wasn't for this video. I've been recording multiple reading vlogs and kind of got my wires crossed, basically is what happened. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this reading vlog, which was specifically for Brimstone. I know I didn't do a whole lot in this video. There wasn't a whole lot of footage of me reading. I didn't talk too much about it, but it's really just because I don't know how much I can say. I don't know how much people are wanting to talk about it. If you guys want like a full spoiler included vlog, let me know. I'd be more than happy to make an entire new video that is just talking about this book. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you would like. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you stuck around for this and you enjoy my reading vlogs and want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.